Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Now we proceed towards the last and final theme of this RSBVP seminar, whose topic is reducing plastic pollution. So first up, we have Swastik Kumar Panigrahi from PMC KV Bhawanipatna.
All of presenters, you can get 5 minutes for your presentation. Okay? Just you say about your topic name, first introduce yourself, and then your topic and your objective. Okay? Objective, and if you have some methodology, explaining and then finding. Mention 3 objectives, methodology if there is, and findings. First presenter, Swastik Kumar Panigrahi. Please go ahead.
वो सब कंप्लीट होने के बाद ये शुरू होना था, थोड़ा लेट हो रहा है इसलिए हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, है ना? ये वहाँ पूरा टाइम लग रहा है। हाँ, ठीक। तो सबके लिए कल ये बता देता हूँ कि वहाँ कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, तो जो इवैल्यूएशन चल रहा है, इसलिए इसको भी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, नहीं तो लेट हो जाएगा। ठीक है?
A very wonderful afternoon, everyone present here. Can you guess what's inside the bag? It is the best inventions in our human history. Also the worst enemies of our world till date now. Any guess what is it? Yes, it is a plastic bottle. So plastic, plastic, plastic. Every day we hear this word plastic. It is present everywhere in our environment. It is in our homes, our schools, even in the bags we use even in the air we breathe. Now, myself, Swastik Kumar Panigrahi, today standing before you to give a seminar on the topic reducing plastic pollution. So let's start. So these are the contents of the seminar. So here you can observe 3 major terms: reducing plastic pollution. So first, understand about what is reducing. All know that reduce means to decrease. So what is plastic and what do you mean by the term plastic? So plastic is a synthetic material made from the polymers. It was first invented by Leo Baekeland, a Belgian chemist, in 1907. The first plastic was named after the inventor Bakelite. It was very versatile, lightweight, durable, and can be manufactured at a large scale. Now here in this slide I have shown the major types of the plastics. Now, what is plastic pollution and why it is a persistent problem? The third word you have observed is the pollution. So pollution means anything harmful that accumulates in our environment that harms our ecosystems. Life, human health is pollution. pollution. So what is plastic pollution? Is plastic harmful by itself? No. But when the plastic piles up, when the plastic accumulates in our environment, that becomes a plastic pollution. So why it is a persistent problem? It is a persistent problem because the plastic doesn't decompose easily in our environment. It takes almost 400 to 1000 of years to decompose varying from its types of the plastic. Now here in this slide I have shown the major sources of the plastic pollution. Now the next slide is about the environmental impacts, how the plastic pollutes our environment and what are the major concerns of it, like the harm to wildlife, disruption of the food chain and accumulation in the nature. Now the next slide is about the pollution of the land, water and air. How the plastic pollutes our land, water and air and what are the major concerns and effects of them. Now, how many of you heard the term microplastics? Everybody heard the term microplastics. So microplastics are the tiny particles of plastic which enters our body that can be seen by our naked eyes. But scientists have found microplastic in our human lungs, even in the human blood, even in the newborn babies. So now moving to next is the characteristics of the plastic pollution. There you can observe the toxic chemicals released from them and how it affects our major body organs. Now the solution part and how can we reduce our plastic pollutions. We don't need any fancy big action to reduce the plastic pollution. We only need to change our small action that will make a big impact. So let's begin with the individual actions, the 4 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle, refuse. Reduce means to reduce the use of the single-use plastic that helps to protect the environment. Reuse means to reuse the plastic bags or plastic products again and again. That prevents the plastic from entering in our environment. Recycle means to use the recyclable plastic that helps to recycle into new products and reduces the landfill waste. Lastly, the refuse means the shopkeeper will not allow you to give any product without any kind of reusable bags. That helps to cut down the uses of single-use plastics. Now the next one is the community and the government initiatives. Majorly are the ban on single-use plastic, then extended producer responsibility after that imposing fees or taxes on plastic products, incentives for the recycling. Now my next slide is the continuation of the previous slide, which are majorly are promoting alternatives, promoting recycling, collection and segregation. Lastly, public campaigns to aware the people about the plastic pollution. Now we will understand about interesting topic, innovative technological solutions. So sir, madam and everyone present here. Now we have discussed about the theoretical concepts of the plastic pollution and how to reduce the plastic pollution. Now we will understand about the interesting topic, innovative technological solution. This part is divided into 4 major parts. So let's begin with the first one. Okay.
Conclude means you wind it up.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So here the best penalties of 3 major methods like pyrolysis, CTL and cold plasma. So pyrolysis is a process where we use heat in an oxygen-free environment to break down the plastic waste into valuable products. CTL and the cold plasma are advanced method of the pyrolysis. So benefits of these are reduces land waste, flexibility, lower emission. Now the next solution is the plastic infused roads. So plastic infused roads are nothing but just considered plastic is mixed with the bitumen to make more durable roads. Benefits of these are there and it was implemented in India, Netherlands, etc. Now the plastic infused roads was first introduced in India by Dr. Rajagopal and Vasudevan, widely known as Plastic Man of India from Tamil Nadu, honored with the Padma Shri Award in 2018. The plastic infused roads in India was made in several of the states listed here. Also in Odisha, the plastic infused roads was done in a pilot project of Raulkela, Odisha on 23rd February 2018 from the Saktinagar Raulkela club from 1 kilometer road. After that, the bioplastics. Here you can observe the major example of bioplastic and bioplastics. Lastly, the biodegradable plastic. Many are confused between both of these, but bioplastic, but they break down upon daily exposure of the biological sector. Benefits and examples are shown here. So also in a Bhawanipatna, in the Bhagirathi Park, you can observe the uses of waste plastic efficiently and fantastically ways of the crafts. Lastly, I would conclude that plastic pollution is a serious global issue affecting the health, life, and with awareness, innovative and collective effort, it can be finished. The small actions today create a sustainable tomorrow further. So these are my references for this PPT. Lastly, I would acknowledge my teacher, Ms. Hannah Fatima ma'am, our principals, honorable principal sir, to providing all the facilities. Also, I would conclude my parents and my friends for this project. Thanks.
Very nice presentation. But you know the rural and urban areas, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when you were actually implications any type of mitigation or measures, then it is mainly applicable in the urban area. Okay, like Bhawanipatna is town. But what about the rural area? In case of plastic, use of plastic and dispose of plastic.
Our mostly rural areas don't use many kinds of plastic like urban areas, but if the rural areas are polluting, they can be using of the government initiatives and other things which can be highlighted. Rural areas plastics.
The urban area, people of urban area are using more plastic rather than rural area.
Yes,
You were
ma'am.
saying, right? Okay, what is the substitute of the plastic? Immediate substitute.
And there is no that kind of immediate life it was just substitute of the plastic, but we can use the
Are you
all
studying
substitutes.
Bhawanipatna? Are
Yes,
you studying
ma'am.
Bhawanipatna?
Yes,
Have you visited Mission?
Vishal ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What are they using for the packaging purpose?
We are mostly using plastics.
जो बैग दे रहा है बैग क्या है?
Cloth bags, cloth or jute bags, ma'am.
Jute bags or cotton bags. So this is the immediate solution, right? You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
use the jute or cotton, etc. material. That is a biodegradable material. Okay. Right. Okay. Next one.
Anyway, let's take one small question. But our topic is reducing plastic pollution.
Yes, sir.
I think everybody knows about this. Street people are using that.
Yes, sir.
So they are using means there might be plastics might be having better uses than any other thing.
Yes, sir. That's what is the
So in that context, what we can do? If something is better for us, definitely we will use, because the invention of plastic is one of the biggest invention of science.
Yes, sir.
Or whole world has celebrated that plastic got invented. Now we are saying that we should reduce the plastic. So what else we should take? We cannot stop it. Any innovative idea?
Yes, sir. I have scientists are finding about the other innovative solutions of the or the alternatives of the plastic, because the plastic is the best invention. But when the plastic was made, it was not used in every kind of items. But nowadays the plastic are used in everywhere. That creates a pollution. So plastic can be used in a small uses, but plastic is
Shall we stop the use?
no, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Next participant, Loyesh Kumar Rana. Participants are again reminded that they have 5 minutes to present.
Please try to conclude within 5 minutes. 1 extra minute we may allow. That is depending on your state of presentation.
Good afternoon to one and all present here, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Loyas Kumar Rana from PNC KB number 1 Banatla, standing over here to deliver a presentation on reducing plastic pollution. Before moving to the topic, just look at our surroundings. These standing pieces, these banners, or even these displays. What you will notice that most of the things are made of plastics or having the plastic parts in it. So, uh, so why I was saying all about this? Because of these factors. They are strong and durable, lightweight, waterproof, can be molded into any structure or shape in affordable rates. So, plastic is our friend, but anything in excess and wastage can create a huge problems. Like in this case, the plastic pollution is a very huge problem. So that's why it becomes our enemy in some points. Because when an animal unknowingly consumes any parts of the plastics, it damages its digestive systems. When the plastic reaches to oceans, it harms to the marine life. If you put any kind of plastic into the soil, it could remain intact for the centuries. After we put it into the soil, it disintegrates into the microscopic levels that will spread throughout the nature to the mediums like soil, water, and air. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat contains some amount of microscopic level plastics that eventually end up in our body and gets accumulated and mixed it with our bloodstreams. That would transfer to genetically. So these are the main causes like the excessive use of single-use plastic, burning of plastic that releases toxic fumes and gases, lack of recycling system. In most places, we only see one dustbin that is had been used for all types of wastes. So due to this, it becomes very difficult to segregate these wastage, and and reduces the chance of plastic that it would end up in a recycling system. And the fourth most important, lack of awareness. Many of us people don't know about the where to throw plastics or where to throw any kinds of waste. For those who are not aware, we need to aware them, and those who are even literate throw the plastics in nature when no one is seeing them. This graph shows, this number shows the plastic, this number shows the quantities in million tons, and this is per year from 1950 to 2010. The yellow line you are seeing, is the production of plastic, which shows our demands, and the blue line indicates the wastage. But a very concerning, the green line indicates the recycled parts of plastic. Wastage is moving parallelly with the production, which is a very concerning fact. So, we are not here to discuss about the problem, we are here to discuss about the solution. The points that I am going to discuss is reliable and suitable for today's world and with today's technologies. These, these are the 5 R's that we commonly use and reliable and suitable for the modern world. First, reduce. Reduce the use of single-use plastic. As discussed from the trips to shop, we carry a bag for convenience. If we carry polythene bags, for one trip it will do that increases to 1 week to 1 month or even a year. But if we replace this practice by using a one reusable bag, we could use it. We can use the same bag for 5 to 10 or how many years till the bag sustains. Second, purchase the products in plastic wisely. For the same quantity, we get in different packaging, and for the same quantity, we get in bulk packaging. Always prefer bulk packaging as it reduces the plastic packaging on it. Next, refuse. Refuse the usage of plastics and replace it immediately with any refillable or biodegradable solution. Yes. This is the main reason for the plastic pollution that ended up in nature. Reuse. In Indian household, it is most common practice to reuse the old bottles to store anything, to store any items. Yes. Donate to the others who are in this. It is the main point that we can do. We can donate our old toys to the children that are who are in needs, and applicable in other materials too. Repurpose. In schools, we have the best out of waste competitions. Same concept. We have to use our creativity to redefine the products, plastic products. And even repurposing saves our money too. Recycle. Always throw plastics in blue dustbin. If possible, give your unused plastic for recycling plant. I would not recommend to doing by yourself without expertise, because we have many misconceptions about the reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Using means using it again for same purpose. Like example, using this ID card, just remove this information plate and paste the information of a new student. Repurposing means reshaping the products for its different use, like using this card plastic for any crafts or art or for anything. Recycle. Recycle means melting and molding it to the new raw materials. In short, this, let's say some real world applications. Brands. How the brands are using recycled plastics. Like the well-known brands like Adidas partner Pali for the Ocean to recycle ocean-bound plastics. Ford uses about 1.2 billion plastic annually into its vehicle parts, and Sony uses its own glass, which is a flame retardant recycled plastic, uses in a range of electronics like headphones, camera, and many more things. Plastics in construction and industries. As you have seen earlier, the roads were that were made from plastics, and also the bricks from plastic that houses were made.
Please, please. Nobody take another 2 minutes.
So in conclusion, we are the future of our planets. In conclusion, we are the future of our planets. If we take small steps every day, the small steps generate small results every day. The day-by-day results become weekly results become monthly results. Eventually, it becomes yearly. From yearly, it becomes to decades. So it is our responsibility to follow these small steps every day. I would like to end my presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.
One thing, you have shown one graph, no? That is up to 2010. But what about after that? What is the status now? Because after 2010, again 15 years is passed.
Sir, that would be not desirable to explain because it could increase a lot. So, that
Do
would,
you have any idea what is the status now on that particular aspect?
it would be, production would be nearly 450 million tons, and as the wastage is parallel to the production, the wastage would be around 300 million tons. But the recycled part should barely have even crossed the 50 million tons.
Is it so, or you are just thinking?
No, sir, it is
Because a number of programs, number of seminars, number of workshops are organized across the globe on this particular issue. So if same status is there, then why all these things are done? Now it became a topic. You know why it is made a topic here? It all means all agencies are trying to create the awareness to reduce that. So if nothing is changed, then what we have to do? You are saying it's not changed.
Sir, I think it's just a start and we have a long way to go.
Okay. This is the start, as per you.
I started from a decade ago.
Any policy or any scheme or policy has been implemented from Government of India or from Government of Odisha to ban the plastic? Any idea?
Ma'am, I think this problem should be solved by ourselves.
No,
So
already implemented है कुछ policy or scheme?
yes, it is implemented. Like to spread awareness, this seminar would be.
Awareness is different thing. I am asking you the policy. कुछ policy और mission कुछ हर स्कूल में लिखा जाता है ना? हम ये
Any
drop
idea
papers
on
है.
that?
Yes, the roads made from the plastics, and some of the countries that uses
Is
plastic
there a
is like.
program that is the Swachh Bharat Mission? Okay, there is the ban of plastic is actually implemented, right? Okay, okay, thank you. Next one.
Next we have Rayan Sai. All the participants are again reminded they have just 5 minutes.
Namaskar, I am Rayan Sai and today I am going to discuss about plastic. So hold on your breaths, respected judges, respected teachers and my fellow pals. Plastic. Plastic was invented to make life easier, but today it is ending lives faster than we ever imagined. What we will cover today? Today we will cover the crisis and the solutions. So let's go deep into it. What is plastic waste? Plastic waste is every discarded wrapper, bottle, or anything that is made out of plastic we throw. And it is going to be outlive us and the next 30 generations. Not just us. Here are some images documented by me from my hometown and from Yamuna River. 1,000 years of damage. If plastic doesn't only live for 10 or 15 years, it lives for a minimum of 450 years and it converts into microplastic and lives thousands of years. Here we can see the graph. This is the legacy we are living behind. When a person throws a plastic, it does not only live when they go, it lives after them also. Microplastics. It is the hidden thread. It is in our soil, in our water, and even in our body. A fact is that we consume 5 grams of plastic every week. It is nearly a credit card every month. The explosion in 1950, it was just 2 million metric tons, but it has increased to a devastating amount of 391 metric tons in 2021. And the shocking truth is that only 9% is being recycled, whereas the rest 91%. Impact on animals. 1 million seabirds, 1 lakh marine animals die, and more than 700 species are affected. Animals don't die from plastic, they die from our negligence. Plastic has invaded our bodies, in our blood, in our lungs, and even in a newborn's placenta. It's the shocking truth. Sorry. India's plastic waste crisis. We produce 3.4 million metric tons annually, and more than 26,000 tons is mismanaged daily. Means today more than 26,000 plastic tons are going nowhere. It is just mismanaged. States like Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra are the biggest contributors. Causes of the plastic pandemic: single-use plastic, irresponsible littering, excessive packaging, poor management. The 5 RS solution. The first step isn't reducing, it is refusing. We need to refuse before reducing it. Then we need to reduce, reuse, repurpose, and then recycle. CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, has included it as green skill in its curriculum for AI. Ma'am is sitting there, she teaches us it very well, and we have to use our creative brains to follow all of this. CBSE has not done it to just make it a subject. CBSE has done it to make the youth aware that when we are growing, what will happen if we rise to the heights of the skies? But we can't be sustainable. We would end as a species. Science is fighting back with plastic-eating bacteria, biodegradable plastic. My friend Swastik really explained very beautifully biodegradable plastic. And we are also using AI for making ocean cleaner machines. Plastic waste roads. We have built more than 1 lakh kilometers of plastic in the road with the help of various technologies. Dr. Rajagopalan Vasudevan, the plastic man of India. This man, he has invented a very fantastic way, which you can see here. With the mixture of bitumen, we can make roads out of plastic. And we know roads are going nowhere. We need to have them. But what if we use them, we make them in a sustainable way? Here is a video that really explains the idea very well. And here's a diagram. Here we can use the technology and the HTML impacts. What can we do? We can carry cloth bags, say no to plastic straw, avoid bottled water, segregate waste. It is the most important thing. And spread awareness.
Can you do it in 1 minute?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Today we will ask ourselves, if the plastic bottle lasts 450 years, is 10 minutes of convenience worth centuries of pollution? If microplastics is in our blood, what are we gifting to the next generation? If animals are suffering because of us, are we truly the most intelligent species in this world? If we know the solution, why don't we start today, right now, right here? Confusion. Plastic won't disappear until our habits do. The planet doesn't need saving, we do. And the first step is choosing accountability over convenience. Here are some references from top organizations in the world like United Nations, World Bank. Here is the QR code you can scan to see the authenticity of the data. Thank you. Now comes my favorite part, questions.
You have completed within your time limit. Thank you for that. When you are displaying any data, right, diagrams, please put. So you must write the source.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now where have you taken the data? That should be mentioned. In the
Yes, sir.
slide.
I have mentioned it some places.
No, your map.
Like this
Map.
one. Map.
Yes, you have prepared this map or
Map research.
research kit. Okay. So you have actually you have written in red color, so it is not visible.
Yes.
So I have asked you.
Sorry, ma'am.
And you have mentioned with the education system and their inclusion in your syllabus.
Yes, ma'am.
You know the NEP, new
Yes,
education
sir.
policy,
National
right?
Education Policy 22.
Yes. So what about that? Have they included the environmental studies or anything that for these type of combating these type of issues?
Ma'am, I'm in class 9 and for now we just have green skills. But I have seen in further classes, CBSE is doing a lot. They have included many subjects related to that people can opt for, and they can go for green jobs and through the green skills. And I really like the idea. Thank you, madam.
One thing there,
Yes.
I want to ask. That, we are approaching 2026.
Yes, sir.
And all your data, maps, graphs, everything is up to 2021.
Sir,
What
because
about the next 4 years?
Sir, because not a very big organization that I can trust has published any official data till now. But for like this data, uh, they are saying that it might have reached more than 400 million. But I need real authentic data to show that.
It is written there that by this date it might have been nowhere. I think it is written.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
So my submission is that there must be the data on global plastic production. It must be there because
Yes, sir.
so we have to be mentally ready when we are presenting the thing. Every day you are refreshing your mobile phone.
Yes.
So we have to have this refresh.
Any big organization like United Nations or
Your presentation style is excellent.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure. May
Next participant, Bhawanipatna.
May I know what do you see in this picture? Yes, this picture of landfill with most with plastic pollution. Good afternoon to all my friends of this. Me, my papa from PMC, Kendriya vidyalaya, standing for you to present a seminar on the topic reducing plastic pollution. Plastic pollution, as man has already mentioned, can be easily divided into three main topics. That is plastic pollution, the need to reduce it, and the steps taken to reduce it. So we will begin with the first one. Pollution is everywhere. You can see pollution in our day-to-day instances, and it contaminates the soil, water, and many more, whatever we name it. And it's caused by a variety of different agents. Like plastic is one of them. Plastic pollution is also found in a variety of, in everywhere we can say, from Arctic poles to Antarctica. So it can be said as a very global and environmental concern. Moving on, we can see with the help of these images that it is not a local but it is a global problem from images taken from Egypt and Maldives. Now we can see the image of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch located in North Pacific Ocean. Unfortunately for us, the major waste generators, the materials that generate plastic pollution are the ones that we use in our day-to-day life. Like you can see from this image that the major contributors of the plastic pollution. And talking about contributors, the global contributors of plastic pollution, as you can see with these maps. Again, unfortunately for us, the countries that are large, densely populated, they are more responsible for this problem. Now we will conclude this with the help of this chart, that India as of now stands at the 12th spot in the top 12 mismanaged plastic polluters at 1.9%. And 1.9% is a large number for such a large country. Now we can see the next topic, that is the need to reduce plastic pollution. As I have already mentioned, plastic pollution is a vast topic, and the effects, the adverse effect caused by it, it cannot be covered in a stipulated time period. As the list given there moves out of the PPT, so we shall see only a few examples, a few cases on it, like effects on environment. People are getting acknowledged, they are getting concerned about this, and researches are being made. And recent researches like in 2024 and 2019, the reports are published, and they are predicting how big this problem is, how it will grow in the future years. And now you can see the effect of plastic on oceans and seaboards. Marine environment is a very fragile environment. The small animals living in the oceans, they live a very miserable life. And due to plastic, they also die in a very miserable way, due to the given reasons. So we can also see with the help of this image that the impact of plastic on various marine animals. This picture is taken directly from the United Nations website. Now you can see the effect of plastic on humans. The compounds that are used to manufacture plastic, like it is given here, that are not allowed, advised by the environmentalists, but it is still used in making the food packaging, medical devices, whatever you name it. The uptake of microplastics is also a huge concern, and it is ultimately hazardous for humans, destroying the endocrine system. You can also see with the help of this chart the specific case of cancer. It is a very growing concern also, cancer. It is at 33%, means every 3 cases of cancer, at least one is guaranteed to be caused by the effect of plastic. Now, the steps taken to reduce plastic use. As I have already said, people are getting concerned, they are acknowledged, and they are taking the steps. Like several countries have organized meetings, and they have also created a committee on this in 2024. And also several countries have implemented bans of single-use plastic bags. As we can also see from the case of our own country, India. India has also implemented ban on single-use plastics and on various plastic products like styrofoam, which is a carcinogenic, that is a cancer-causing agent. Also, several urban local bodies and are also being set up which integrate the mitigation of plastic with the reuse of them. Keeping this word reuse in our mind, we will also see that we have all heard about the 3 R's. Now we will see the alternatives to plastic. And the 3 R's have also helped us to create a lot of alternatives like glass and paper and etc. Like we can also see the PHAs and all, and the plastic roads are also being made. Now we will see a specific case study on incinerator. It's a waste to energy facilities in which the plastic waste is collected from the site. It is burned and the heat released by it is used to move turbines to create electricity. And the air is also filtered out and released back to the environment. Now we will see my contribution to this campaign. I have been honored to be in many meetings, seminars, and also in the school level. Now we can also see the this presentation I am giving to my classmates and all my schoolmates too. I have also visited a lot of sites in Bargarh. At last, the most important thing, I will take a little bit more time here because it is not the mission of this campaign to get recognition or to get honor. My honest request from all the participants here is to not to move, that your target must not to move to the regional or to the national level. Your target must be to make more and more people aware about this problem, to help mitigate this plastic problem and to make the world a better place to live in. Thank you very much. Just I have a concern, sir. I am also using this jute bag as a packaging for my all this.
It's very nice that at your level you have created the awareness. You know, it's a very vast country, also globally 800 crore people.
Yes, sir.
So can we say that we should stop plastic?
Sir, humans have been living for billions of years. They have lived it without plastic.
You might have heard I have asked the question. The whole science was celebrating the invention of plastic.
Yes.
Is there the time to say bye-bye to plastic?
Sir, the answer in your question lies in your question itself. Humans have celebrated plastic, and we know we have the brain, we have the technology now. We can make something better than plastic. It will happen in the future, recent future.
We will say bye-bye.
Sir, it will not like it will happen by a single lightning or a meteor will fall on us like the dinosaurs case.
Give the message that we should stop plastic.
At our level, we should minimize plastic.
Is it so? Okay.
So I am trying.
Actually, if I showing these, okay, right. You can make a comparison, right? Like plastic file and jute file. So why we are actually demanding that not jute file, plastic file? It's a cost effective. It is actually 80 rupees or 60 to 80 rupees at per my knowledge, right? But if you get a plastic file, that will be 20 rupees waiting. So we are actually going to the plastic.
No, I would actually like to say this, that this is the making it is 40 rupees or 50 rupees is not our concern. The awareness, the environment is our.
It is our concern. 40 or 50 rupees, it is our basic concern.
Ma'am, this is my target. to
Yes,
make
yes, right. You
more
have
people
nicely
aware.
presented. Go one slide. That is your pie chart.
This one, I think.
No, no, no. That's. You have written there, which year data, please?
Ma'am, it is recent, the most recent I have found.
Please mention the year, okay?
Ma'am, it was, the research was
No,
conducted.
no, I'm not asking you.
Yes, ma'am, in
When
23,
you
24.
present in future, then please mention the year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is a matter. Acha, next thing is a 28% for China, managed by plastic waste polluters, okay?
Mismanaged.
Mismanaged, okay? Mismanaged by China, 28%. Is there any relationship between the development and the mismanaged of plastic? We know that China is the economy is very growing economy. So, but the mismanaged of plastics is very high in case of China. So, what is the relationship between these two? Can you explain?
There is a relationship, especially when we see there might not be so much awareness about this thing in China, but at our level we can try this because we are not lagging behind in this table. We are better than many of the countries
No,
that have
we
been
are
focused.
we are very good situation,
Yes, ma'am.
good status. But what about China?
Like
Then why
mismanaging,
actually
yes,
when
ma'am.
you मतलब जब बनाओगे ना ये डेटा तो जब कोई कंट्री हाई हो गया है कुछ डेटा में तो वो पूरा पढ़ाई करके आना है क्यों चाइना में 28% हो रहा है बट हम लोग तो 1.9% है इट इज मैनेजेबल नो इशू बट व्हाई चाइना इज 28% ओके
मैनेजमेंट है, रिव्यू कैसे मैनेज करना है?
मैनेज तो एक चैलेंजिंग है ना
I have mentioned this. The population is also a huge problem. They are.
we have suppressed China recently 2024 right
That's their problem. That they are not able to generate so much of awareness. The government officials are not stricter there in
okay,
this.
okay, very nice.
Yes, you are explaining it.
Very good, very good.
And,
Very nice.
and may I share my idea on that?
Huh?
May I share my idea on that? The real reason is not awareness.
Okay, go on.
As per my general knowledge, China has surpassed any country in production. And they are using a lot of plastic for the production. Like whatever we see, like that display will be made in China also. Everything here will be made in China. And because the production is so high, they need to somehow they need to make that much plastic, and that is being mismanaged.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, they have
Industrial
initiated the
aspect
plastic
also.
production.
Yes.
First जो plastic production रहा था ना वो चाइना मार्केट इतना ही आया था ज़्यादा मतलब वो इंडिया को कैप्चर किया था चाइना मार्केट करके एक मार्केट आया था तो उनको बात नहीं तो ऐसा है बट यू हैव रिप्लाइड वेरी नाइस
Very good.
वेरी गुड
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next.
नेक्स्ट
Next participant, AKN Sthit Prajnabha.
Respected judges, and my worthy opponents, good afternoon. Good afternoon, I'm Ellen Secretary of Kendriya vidyalaya, and I'm here today to present my findings.
your mic is working
Yes.
only properly
Okay, I'm here to present my findings on the vital on the vital environmental issue that is reducing plastic pollution. Here we will see how plastic has become a rising threat, what exactly is plastic, and its impacts as well as possible solution, that is microbial degradation. First, we should acknowledge the scale of the problem. Plastic pollution has been recognized as one of the biggest environmental challenges of the 21st century. It affects land, water, atmosphere, biodiversity, and human health. A crucial aspect of this is that plastic is accumulating faster than nature can break it down, because it is made of long-lasting polymers and it can persist in the environment for centuries. What exactly is plastic? Plastic is defined as a synthetic material made from petroleum-based polymers. It consists of long chains of carbon atoms that impart lightweight and durable properties that make it so useful and equally harmful. The fundamental issue lies in the material itself. Because it is made of polymers, it persists in the environment for centuries. Then we have the scale of the problem. Because of their extreme longevity, plastic takes anywhere from 450 to 1000 years to decompose. And during degradation, they release certain chemical substances which contaminate soil and water. The effects are very widespread. For example, microplastics, they are small enough to enter into the human body and interfere with hormones, human response, and neurological development. And because of plastic, ecosystems are very vulnerable now, with coral reefs exposed to plastics having the 89% higher risk of infection. Then we have the next slide. We shall see why immediate change is necessary. Because current trends project that by 2060, plastic production will triple, and especially in developing countries. And our change must combine technology, policy, and personal responsibility. This is where our topics comes into play: microbial degradation. The breakthrough lies in certain microorganisms that possess plastic degrading enzymes, enabling biodegradation without incineration or landfill. They break polymer chains by enzymatic hydrolysis, converting monomers into harmless byproducts. And this method works especially well with PET plastic. The most significant discovery in this area is the bacterium Hydrilla saccharomyces. It's a bacteria that was discovered in 2016 at a Japanese recycling facility. It produces special enzymes that is PETS and MHETS that can convert PET into terephthalic acid and ethyl glycol. PET normally takes centuries to decompose, but Hydrilla saccharomyces can digest it in 6 to 10 weeks under ideal lab conditions. Now we have concerns and limitations regarding this bacterium. Saccharomyces is a non-native and it may disturb the existing ecosystems and food webs. It has a risk of becoming invasive, and this bacterium works best at 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, in between it. And genetic transfer of PETS may cause unpredictable effects. So the safest use of this bacterium is within controlled bioreactors, not open release. Now we have future scope. Future efforts are being focused on engineering a super PETS. This bacteria and technology has many applications across several practices. In industrial, we can use PET waste to make recycled plastics and packaging. In environment, we can collected plastics processed in bioreactors can reduce landfills and ocean waste. In education and research, students can contribute improving the efficiency of this bacterium. and we can foster biotech sectors. In economy and employment, we can use sustainable plastic. We are using sustainable plastic with this technology. So it reduces fossil fuel dependence and creates employment in biotech sectors. Then we have role of students and communities. It is the most essential part. Students can take part through education and research. We can promote plastic segregation, and we can also encourage use of single use. We can encourage the use of reusable.
Okay, thank you. कुछ बोलना था?
And communities and local authorities can work together to support recycling centers and awareness campaigns. A significant stride in this is example of Bhawanipatna district, which has imposed a full ban on single-use plastic, inspiring other regions to follow. And in conclusion, all I would like to say is plastic pollution is not a global problem, it is a human problem. Our actions and decisions have led us to this situation, and our actions alone can fix it. The discovery of idleness kinesis gives us hope that science can offer real solutions to PET waste. But again, technology is not enough. Technology can solve our problems, we people can. So, change begins with us in choices we make every day. Together we can transform plastic from a pollutant into a resource and protect our planet. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Recent data.
Yes, it was
Is it,
published earlier this year.
Is it true?
Yes, yes.
Plastic free means what do you mean by that? No
Uh,
one is using plastic.
yes.
How this is possible? I am simply giving one example. You have cold drinks bottles. Distribution is throughout the Odisha, throughout India. Bhawanipatna there only get
So from what I have seen,
glass bottles.
um,
How the cold drinks are sold there? No plastic is used.
it is not fully bread
No
yet,
people
but
is
there
using
are
plastic
some.
chair.
You have written slide में देखना होगा क्या लिखा है
It is actually single use plastic.
सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक ना ये सिंगल यूज है कोल्ड ड्रिंक बोतल तो सिंगल यूज नहीं है इसलिए कोल्ड ड्रिंक बोतल अभी तक है ना मार्केट में
एक बात मैं शुरू से बोल रहा हूँ कि why most of you are saying that we should not use plastic? We cannot survive. Not
At the
possible.
cost of our life? Yes.
Hmm?
So plastic is harmful to our life.
यस
And I have
You are somewhere, we are somewhere. Okay. Thank you. Any conclusion?
this microphone what is the material
it's made of plastic.
plastic so how do you make the things the
Okay,
plastic
some of
free
you have said that there is huge production. Why there is production? If there is no demand, there cannot be any production. Demand, why there is demand? मैं आपको एक छोटी सी बात बता रहा हूँ. कुछ साल पहले भुवनेश्वर में कंक्रीट बैन किया हुआ था सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक. और जो चिकन मटन वगैरह सब लेके आते हैं ना दुकान से जाके हाफ किलो चिकन दो, वो पहले इतना पतला वाला एक जरी जैसे देते थे, पॉलिथीन तो नहीं उसमें देते थे. कुछ लोगों का रास्ते पे वो गिर जाता था. लेकिन जो पॉलिथीन जो आता है वो बिल्कुल बढ़िया है, वो नहीं गिरता है. समझ गए? लोग तब तक यूज करेंगे जब तक उनको, जैसे मैं आपने बोले, कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस पता चलेगा, सस्ता में मिलेगा, दूसरा ड्यूरेबल होगा. हम प्लास्टिक चेयर में बैठ रहे क्यों? सस्ता है और अच्छा है, ड्यूरेबल.
So I think we should use industrial bioreactors.
but quality of the plastic is actually matter so quality of plastic क्या है वो matter करता है
चलिए ठीक है, थैंक यू.
Next participant, Shreya Tripathi.
world where the oceans are blue, the earth is healthy, and all people are healthy. Isn't it beautiful? But unfortunately, we all are moving in an opposite direction, and one of the biggest cause behind this is plastic pollution. A very good afternoon to one all present over here, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I'm Shreya Tripathi from KJ Vidyalaya and Mopada, standing over here to present something which may look small but has become one of the biggest threats to our planet, that is plastic pollution. So first, we will discuss that what is plastic. So plastics are the synthetic or semi-synthetic material that can be molded into different types of shapes. And because it can be molded into different types of shapes, it is widely used in the production of various products. These are some types of plastics that are used in our day-to-day life. Then plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is basically the accumulation of plastic waste at one place. As we all know that plastic is a non-biodegradable material. When we use plastic but do not dispose it properly, it gets accumulated at one place and pollutes our environment. So these are some major causes that increases plastic pollution and pollutes our environment. It also affects our world very badly. Like it contaminates the food chain, and in this way it disrupts our ecosystem. It also increases the respiratory diseases in humans, and it is also an economic burden for our country. Then this graph shows that how the oceans are flooded with plastic, and this global and national statistics will show you that how our country, India, is always surrounded with the plastic waste. Then the most important thing, what are the strategies that we can use to reduce plastic? As we all know that plastic is not just a simple problem. That's why it requires a mix of personal actions like scientific innovations, it requires policy reforms, and it also requires some steps taken by an individual to be followed by his or her own level. First are the foundation of 6 R's. These are not only 6 words, but if we follow them in our life strictly, then we can successfully overcome the issue of plastic pollution. First is refuse and reduce. Always try to avoid and minimize the plastic products. And instead of plastic products, we can use this type of bags which are made from old clothes. We can use bags which are made from paper. And we can also use some plastics which are recyclable, which are not harmful for our environment. Then reduce. In case of single-use plastic, always try to say no to them. Then reuse and repair. There are so many types of things that can be reused in a useful manner in our life. So always try to fix items before buying the new products. Now, at last, rethink and recycle. Before buying or disposing of plastic, always ask yourself whether I am disposing it properly or I am just harming my environment. And recycle, which is the most important process that every individual must follow after using a plastic product. These are some responsibilities that an individual must take care of while using a plastic item. These are some common initiatives which have been already implemented to reduce the plastic pollution. Like eco-design means most of the products are now supporting the eco-friendly businesses. Then extended producer responsibility is also being implemented. It is also promoting the innovation and alternative ways. It is also improving or increasing the public awareness campaigns in the rural area as well. Now we will talk about some innovative solutions. That first innovative solution is chemical recycling, in which the breakdown of plastic is done and it is breakdown into chemical components like oils and monomers. and those chemical components are used to create new items. Here it is the another way, that is innovative management, which is also known as enzymatic degradation, in which the same thing is carried out, but here the breakdown of plastics are done by the enzymes. Last, AI-powered sorting. In AI-powered sorting, it uses computer vision to examine the structure, the complex structure of plastic, and then recycle it. By doing this, it improves the viability of recycling. Then these are some success stories of the countries like Germany and South Korea, who has implemented a strong waste collection and management system, and successfully they have overcome the issue of plastic pollution and made their places a plastic-free place. Now, in the community and grassroots effort, I want to show you my school, Kendriya Vidyalaya Nuapada, where as an individualized action, my school students, most of the students use steel tiffin boxes along with steel bottles to make our school away from the plastic. Not only my school, but my district, Nuapada, became the first district of Odisha to be declared as free from single-use plastic. This milestone was achieved this year by the long month campaigns done by the district administrations along with other organizations. So now it's time to conclude our presentation. The creator of this pollution is human, and the biggest thing is that the humans have also the solutions for this issue. But if there is any lack, there is a lack of bold leadership. If there is any lack, there is lack of innovative solution, and if there is any lack, there is a lack of starting with a small step. So today is 5th December 2025, and we all know that today is World Soil Day. And on this day, I want you to all promise yourself that I will reduce my consumption of single-use plastic. I will reuse it whenever it is possible, and I will always choose sustainable alternatives to protect my environment and my planet. So, the smallest of the changes can cause the biggest consequences. I repeat, the smallest of the changes can cause biggest consequences. That's all about my presentation. Thank you. Wishing you a great day ahead.
First of all, your presentation was very innovative.
Thank you, sir.
Innovative.
Thank you, sir.
Then actually you have given solution for many other things. That you have used that word single-use plastics. Also keep it in mind. Single-use plastic is very harmful. She has written but another thing is the questions I have asked from the beginning. It was a time when plastics invention was a boon. Now we are going for ban. We are converting boon to ban. Okay? What else?
Sir, in my opinion, it is a tendency of world when we overuse something, then we have to face the disadvantages of that things. So before the plastics were used in a limited condition, but nowadays we are overusing the plastics as they are cheap, as they are very much attractive. It looks very attractive. That's why we use plastic in everything. But when we overuse it, then we are facing the problems from this. That's why plastic is not a very bad material, and we cannot move it completely from our life. But from some extent, we can minimize the use of plastic, and from this, we will also be away from the threat called plastic pollution.
Single-use plastic ban किया गया है ना? So what kind of steps are taken by the district administration?
सर मैम डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हमारे कलेक्टर साहब थे जिनका नाम है मिस्टर मधुसूदन दास जी. तो एनवायरमेंट डे के दिन ये चीज़ लॉन्च की गई थी वहाँ पे, और उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया इन दिस 2025 in the month of June. This initiative was launched in Nuapada, एंड देन वो हर दिन हमारे रोड्स में प्लास्टिक को क्लीन किया जाता था। हर एक जगह पे कैंपेन्स किए जाते थे कि प्लास्टिक के लिए जो लोग अगर अभी भी बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं जिनको प्लास्टिक के पोल्यूशन के बारे में नहीं मालूम था। जो प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन जैसे कि रूरल एरियाज हो गए, बहुत से ऐसे लोग थे जो अनएजुकेटेड थे, उनको उसके बारे में नहीं पता था। वहाँ पे वो जाके उनको एजुकेट करते थे। और सबसे अच्छी चीज़ ये थी जब कोई लोग उनको हेल्प करते थे, जो उनको रिसाइकिल करते हुए मिलते थे, जो उनको प्लास्टिक को हटा के वो सोसाइटी से मिलते थे, वो उनको एक रोज फ्लावर गिफ्ट करते थे ताकि वो उनको मोटिवेट कर सके कि किसी चीज़ को आगे बढ़ाया जा सके।
This is made in the entire.
Yes, sir. This is made in the United. That's why it is possible to make this district as
And maybe in your shops or मतलब दुकान.
yes, ma'am. In our shops,
My shop जो change किया.
three types of polythene होता है, and वो वाले polythene जो कि recyclable नहीं है, मतलब recycle जो कि environment के लिए सही नहीं है, उसको पूरी तरीके से बैन कर दिया गया है। अभी एक भी जगह पे इवन वेजिटेबल मार्केट में भी हमको कोई चीज़ देखने को बिल्कुल भी नहीं मिलती है।
आपको पहले बोले सुने बहुत वर्ल्ड एनवायरनमेंट डे कब आप ऑलमोस्ट पूरी पहुंचे थे इसलिए आगे ओके जून 5 वेरी गुड
11th class.
Oh, 11 very very nice.
The next participant we have is Ayanshu Panda.
Teachers and my dear participants. Good afternoon everyone. This is Bhawanipatna and today I start here with the question which is bigger than the stage, bigger than the channel and yes, bigger than all of us. The question is, what legacy are we leaving behind? A legacy of innovators or a legacy of innovators or a legacy of plastic which will still exist after 500 years from now? Because the plastic we throw today quietly sits on the surface of earth and will last longer than any historical monuments. And truly, honestly, if I will tell, if plastics had feelings, it would proudly say, I don't believe in breakups, not even with the planets. And this is the only love story where the earth suffers. Now, India generates over 9.3 million tons of plastics every year. What's most, out of those plastics, 62% of plastics are incinerated, which means they are burned in large factories, which releases toxic and harmful gases to the air, which we breathe in. And the remaining portion doesn't disappear. It converts into microplastics, which enters our soil, water, food, and even our bloodstreams. So this is no longer just a pollution. This is a human survival issue. Let me show you something familiar. The legendary bubble lab, fun to pop, but disastrous to the planet. But now we have changed it. This is the honeycomb paper bag, which is durable, strong, shock absorbing, and yes, already being used by various eco-friendly global brands. This is not eco-friendly, this is eco-intelligent. Where bubble wrap satisfies our fingers, honeycomb paper satisfies our future. Now, the best example. Many people still think that plastic has zero value, but that is wrong. India proved it otherwise. Honorable Prime Minister of our country, Sri Narendra Modi ji, for a jacket made from recycled PET bottles, and not casually, he presented at the global stage, the G20 summit. The plastics are melted, then they are converted into fabrics like polyester fabrics, and they are made, fashionable products are made from it. like the jackets, this half jackets, t-shirt, pants by various brands. The main brand is who supplies this to the Prime Minister is Ecoline Clothing. And truly, if the Prime Minister of a country can wear this jacket, waste plastic jacket, then why cannot we, the citizens who create most of the plastics? So we can say that this is not recycling, this is vision, this is resource engineering. Yes, this is leadership. Now, go to any junkyard and you will see various broken buckets, mugs, containers stored everywhere, and they will stay there forever. But using creativity, engineering, we can convert them into lamps, planters, wall decors, art pieces, and many more things. So we can say that this is not craft work. This is upcycling, where waste is converted into worth. It reduces landfill pressure and creates income opportunities. Now, the most important, we can place the plastic tightly into bottles to create eco-bricks, which are already being used to make park boundaries, garden benches, then the garden benches and pavement sections and small structures in rural areas at low cost. And this is not science fiction. This is already being used. Now, what India needs now? India needs to avoid single-use plastics, carry reusables, segregate waste, support sustainable products, and encouraging your youth innovators to promote or to innovate something which can reduce pollutions, plastic pollutions, which is being happening in this seminar. Because every time the innovations doesn't start in factories, sometimes it starts in classrooms or on a seminar like this. Now, India's vision for 2047, supporting eco-friendly materials, youth innovations as driving force, and encouraging recycling industries. If we follow these steps, we can become a global leader in plastic circularity by 2047. Let us create a legacy the next generation will be proud of. Plastic is not the problem, our attitude towards it is. If we change our attitude today, we change the planet tomorrow. Thank you.
Your speaking style was very appealing. It's very soft and touchy. You have heard all the questions. I think you have given the partial answer to that question. What is the difference between plastic and single-use plastic? We should say no to plastic, or we should say no to single-use plastic?
Sir, single-use plastics are those plastics.
Where we should focus more on its use, on innovation, or on awareness?
Sir, actually, single-use plastics are those plastics which are used to make this type of polythenes. After using this once, we cannot recycle it or reuse it. But the hard plastics or the other plastics that can be, which are being used to make this type of computers or this, that can be reused to make other things also. And so next question.
Now, where we should focus more? Three things are coming. One is innovation, this ban is no to this, and the third one is awareness. Where we should focus more?
Sir, I think we should focus mainly on innovations and awareness. The most important thing is innovation. Sir, innovation. Because सर प्लास्टिक्स हर जगह हम लोग बंद नहीं कर सकते हैं. कुछ ऐसे भी जगह है जहाँ पर प्लास्टिक थोड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट होते हैं, तो उस जगह में हम लोग इनोवेशन करके उसको कुछ अलग कर सकते हैं, उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं, उसको कुछ अलग दिशा में उसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं.
You have nicely presented because we have the topic. He was the reducing plastic pollution. First, you jump to plastic, reducing the plastic pollution. That is very nice. But you have not mentioned the sources, etc., etc. Okay. And your presentation के time में जो use किए हैं ये दो, ये अच्छा है, ठीक है. But it is in our daily life that is we are using the plastic. Life is plastic actually. Okay. We are making the foods also. Sometimes we are observing that कोई मुझे यहाँ पे भी पूछे है मतलब जो ओ अंडा तो 7 रुपीज में मिल रहा है, बोले वो तो प्लास्टिक में है तो ऐसा। तो दैट इज वी आर एक्चुअली प्लास्टिक इज एक्चुअली anchored it also in the food chain, right? So what is the impact in your ecosystem? Please explain it. Okay. Plastic pollution and its impact on ecosystem.
मैम प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन एक ऐसी चीज मतलब प्लास्टिक एक्चुअली पूरे केमिकल से बने होते हैं और वो बहुत साल तक हमारे प्लैनेट्स में रहते हैं, जैसे कि 500 to 1000 इयर्स, और एंड में भी वो माइक्रो प्लास्टिक्स में कन्वर्ट होकर हमारे फूड्स में ब्लड स्ट्रीम्स में ही आते हैं। तो उसी कारण से मेनली पॉल्यूशन क्रिएट होता है हमारे। और रही बात, मैंने इसलिए सॉल्यूशन पे ज़्यादा फोकस किया क्योंकि मैक्सिमम ऑफ द पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने ऑलरेडी प्लास्टिक क्या है और प्लास्टिक पॉल्यूशन के मेन कॉजेस ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके थे। तो इसीलिए मैंने खास करके इनोवेशंस, इनोवेटिव आइडियाज पर फोकस किया है।
Your slides.
आपको पता लगेगा
ये सभी ऐसा ना सब कुछ पैसे
एक तो अच्छा प्रश्न बोलते हैं। No. This is. Please. एक थोड़ा लार्ज कीजिए ना इसको। Full screen. Locations of plastic pollution in oceans. Okay. तो सबसे ज़्यादा है well, not specific. Why?
मैम क्योंकि उस साइड में खास करके मतलब सी थोड़ा ओशन थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही डीप है, तो उस साइड में क्लीनिंग करना भी थोड़ा सा पॉसिबल नहीं होता। और रही बात वहाँ पर
What are the sources of plastics in oceans? That's पहले वो सोचो, जो प्लास्टिक जो ओशन में आ रहे हैं, तो सोर्सेस क्या है?
उसके सोर्सेज में एक्चुअली फैक्ट्रीज हैं मेनली।
लैंड है एंड फैक्ट्रीज है, जो एक्टिविटीज है, राइट? सो नाउ एक्सप्लेन। सोच के बोलो, नॉट स्पेसिफिक। क्यों नॉट स्पेसिफिक? लोकेशन देखो बताइए।
मैम
वो रहते हैं ऐसा वो साइड में, अभी जो डिस्कशन हुआ था ना कुछ पहले,
मैम
कंट्री है
जैसे कि एक पार्टिसिपेंट ने बोला था यहाँ पर चाइना और जापान, बहुत सारे डेवलप्ड मोस्ट डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज ना हाईली टेक्नोलॉजी, तो उन लोगों का प्लास्टिक प्रोडक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, उसी कारण से नॉर्थ पैसिफिक में ज़्यादा अमाउंट में प्लास्टिक जनरेशन है।
इंडियन ओशन में सफर कर रहे हैं ना।
मैम इंडियन ओशन भी उसी साइड से कनेक्टेड है और यहाँ पर माइनिंग का मेनली बहुत वेस्टेज रहता है। माइनिंग्स में जो प्लास्टिक यूज होते हैं बहुत सारे मशीन्स में।
सबसे कम कहाँ पे है?
सबसे कम है यहाँ पर मेडिटेरियन, क्योंकि उसके चारों ओर मैक्सिमम टाइम लैंड सी है कवर्ड। I have also used North Pacific, and the reason is not 100% land. It is also the currents. The plastic is released; it moves specifically to the place where the hot and the cold water meet. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, as I have already discussed, because there is no such mixing in Mediterranean, so it is not
Closed है।
concentrated in that area.
Very good answer.
So with this we conclude our seminar. I would like to inform the students who have come by vehicle. They need to go and keep their models inside their vehicles, and after that come to the assembly room.
1 minute, just I will be concluding thing. So first of all, beautiful presentations, the way you have presented your thought process, the level, it's very high standard. I do thank all the participants, your guide teachers, also your vidyalaya. So at the end, I have used 3 terms you might have heard. One is ban, this is awareness. The third one is innovation. Actually, we cannot completely stop it. We'll have to again focus on that innovation. Okay, that is mostly the conclusion. Thank you all of you for this. It's very difficult for the maths to judge actually who will be the rank one. Okay, thank you.
Very nice presentation, very nice. And please carry on. देखो यहाँ पे तो सिलेक्शन हुआ ना, one selection, only one, ठीक है. But देखो ये सिलेक्शन तो one तो हम लोग को तो ये करना ही पड़ेगा. But तुम लोग जो जो प्रेजेंटर्स यहाँ दिए वो जो बहुत अच्छा से प्रेजेंटेशन किए हैं, प्लीज कैरी ऑन. ओके, जो हाँ इस बार नहीं हुआ है ऐसा नहीं सोचना है, जो अच्छा से और आगे जाके जो जो हम लोग मतलब इनकॉर्पोरेट करने के लिए बताए हो, तो प्लीज इनकॉर्पोरेट ऑल थिंग्स इन योर प्रेजेंटेशन. ओके, एंड योर ऑल ऑफ यू जो प्रेजेंट किया गया है ना, वो जो स्टाइल ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन वाज वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस. एंड ये भी मैं बोल सकती हूँ सर के साथ यही बात मैं कर रही थी, जो बहुत टीचर ऐसा प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं दे सकते हैं जैसे तुम लोग दिए. हाँ, ओके, थैंक यू फॉर योर नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन.
Innovative style is having
I
all.
have enjoyed the session actually. Very nice.
I think everyone has
Everyone.
got means lot of input from this. Okay.
Hello. Now we are about to start our valedictory program. I request all the escort teachers, please gather to the assembly along with your participants or students. Valedictory program will start now. All of the participants along with your escort teachers come to the assembly ground. Okay, another information. Snacks are ready, evening snacks are ready. All the escort teachers are requested to collect the evening snacks from the primary building. Evening snacks are ready. All the escort teachers are requested to collect evening snacks from primary. All of you, have your seat, please. Good afternoon to one and all present here. With immense pride and joy, I welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of Class 11 Rajya Stari Bal Vaiganik Pradharshani 2025, hosted by PM Shri Kendriya Vidyalaya, Bhawanipatna. Today it's not just the end of this event, it is the celebration of curiosity, innovation and creativity. Our young scientists have proved that great ideas do not come from age but from courage. Now let us hear from the young innovators themselves. I'd like to invite one participant to share his or her valuable experience about this exhibition throughout the day. Anyone? Please come to the stage and share your experience throughout the day that you have observed. Okay, come first. What's your name? Give a huge round of applause.
জুম করলে নাই দিছ জুম করলে ফাটুছে
Come.
জুম করলে ফাটুছে
सम्माननीय प्राचार्य महोदय, माननीय निर्णायकगण और मेरे साथियों को मेरा सादर नमस्कार. मैं हंसराज तिवारी, कक्षा 11वीं का छात्र, पीएम श्री केंद्र विद्यालय धर्मगढ़ से. तो मैम को मैं थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगा. मैम ने मेरे को इनवाइट किया स्टेज में फीडबैक देने के लिए. तो पहली चीज, इवेंट बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा था. हम लोग सुबह आए थे, सुबह खाना बहुत अच्छा था. हमने लंच करा, लंच हमने 2 बार किया, इतना अच्छा था. हम लोग लास्ट में रुके थे और वापस से हम लोग लाइन पे गए. और जो बेस्ट चीज़ हुई इवेंट में, वो चीज़ कि हमने सीखा, हम इंस्पायर हुए, हम दूसरे प्रोजेक्ट से इंस्पायर हुए. और एक पॉइंट है कि जो अच्छे इवेंट होते हैं वो जस्ट एंटायरली हमें नई चीज़ नहीं सिखाते हैं, वो हमारे अंदर कुछ नई चीज़ अवेकन करते हैं. और मैं ऐसा फील करता हूँ कि ये इवेंट ने मेरे अंदर यही चीज़ अवेकन करी है. और जो हमको स्नैक्स दिए गए, बाकी जितने भी के जितने भी नए दोस्त बने, थैंक यू सो मच पार्ट रहने के लिए, थैंक यू सो मच मैम।
Thank you, Harsha, for your valuable words. Science becomes meaningful when guided by wisdom. We are fortunate to have experienced judges who evaluated the models with fairness and deep insight. Now I request Shri Mihir Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering from Government College of Engineering, Kalahandi. Please sir, and come and share your experience.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, respected principal of this institute, the teachers, the supervisor, mentors, and the young minds. It was a busy day, and you all are fabulous and excellent. I am really excited to see your project or ideas, and I am happy that I am the part of this judging team. Because the innovation and the ideas you brought into the reality is really tremendous and excellent. So, only one appeal I need to put in front of you, that you all know nowadays the air quality index of all the cities, major cities of India is very poor. Just take an example of Kalahandi only. The air quality index is right now around 150. That is very poor. So what is the main reason for it? It's the PM 2.5 particular material. So how it can be reduced, or what is the cause for it? Cause is that burning of the plastics, the vehicular emissions. So what you can do? Nowadays you can just try to reduce the use of vehicle for the small distance travel, and if in future I just want, if someone will be the civil engineer, they have to design some particular materials or some construction material which will reduce the PM 2.5. Those who will be electrical engineer or electronics engineer, they need to design some cost effective DOI your air purifier. What is the theme? How it is related with the theme? That is Atmanirbhar Bharat. If you go by to purchase any air purifier, all those are the foreign brands. You name any air purifier, those are foreign brands. Your role, or I appeal to all the young minds, that you need to design some air purifier which will be low quality, low budget and very high qualities. And that is one appeal from my side. And thank you. You all are excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Now I request our chief guest, Honorable Principal Sir, Shri Bhimsen Panda of Shri Kendriya Vidyalaya Bhawanipatna, to bless the students with words of guidance and appreciation. Please, sir.
Good evening to one and all present here. मुझे नहीं लगता और कुछ बोलना है ना? तो आप लोगों ने पूरा दिन जो अपना ऊर्जा दिखाए, तो एनर्जी आप लोगों ने शो किए। मैं एक्चुअली थोड़ा बहुत उसमें बैठा था जो सेमिनार हो रहा था। द प्रेजेंटेशन स्टाइल, द लेवल ऑफ प्रेजेंटेशन, द कंटेंट एंड द स्मार्टनेस इन दैट, इट वाज रियली प्रेज़वर्दी। और कई सारे प्रोजेक्ट, मैं लगभग सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स को देखा हूँ, जो क्वालिटी उसमें था बहुत ही अच्छा है। आप लोगों ने काफी मेहनत किए हैं। ज्यादातर प्रोजेक्ट्स हाई क्वालिटी के थे और मुझे तो लग रहा है बहुत ज्यादा टॉप हुआ होगा आपका जो सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस। ये अच्छी संकेत है कि हम लोग अच्छी दिशा में बढ़ रहे हैं। एक बात मैं यहाँ शेयर करना चाहता हूँ, बहुत सारे बच्चों के दिमाग में आता है कि देश में इतने सारे रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है, इतने सारे साइंटिस्ट है, फिर क्यों बच्चों से साइंस प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह कराया जाता है ना? तो कई बार ऐसे चीज है जो कि बच्चों के मन में आ जाता है, शायद बड़े बड़े साइंटिस्ट के दिमाग में भी नहीं आता है। तो इसलिए आप इस बात को हमेशा ध्यान में रखिए कि आप भी कुछ कर सकते हैं जो शायद कोई और नहीं किया है या नहीं कर सकता है। तो सबको पुनः एक बार धन्यवाद देते हुए पूरे दिन आप लोग हमारे साथ रहे, हमारे सारे शिक्षक साथियां, तीनों जजेस और जितने भी सहयोगी हैं विद्यालय के, जो लोग पानी दे रहे हैं, टॉयलेट साफ कर रहे हैं, चाय दे रहे हैं, सारे लोग, एंड खासकर इस प्रोग्राम का जो कोऑर्डिनेटर है श्री विप्लव चंद्र घोष सर, इन पीजीटी केमिस्ट्री, उन्होंने काफी मेहनत की है। सारे साइंस टीचर सर के लिए क्लास हो जाए, तो बड़े स्मूथली सारा चीज हो पाया। आप लोगों ने भी अपना जो है वक्तव्य में ये बात बोले हैं कि आपको कितना अच्छा लगा, तो धन्यवाद सभी को, और इंतजार नहीं करेंगे, और रिजल्ट अभी डिक्लेयर हो जाएगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir. We don't have enough time right now, so without further ado, now I invite Bipla sir to announce the results. The most awaiting moment right now.
Good evening, everyone. I am announcing the first, second, third for 7th subteam and first seminar. And through WhatsApp, you will get your marks, all participants. And it shows our transparency. So first, from sustainable agriculture, third position, participant एक करके आओगे और सर्टिफिकेट लेके जाओगे, ठीक है? और all participants will get participation certificate. Third position from KV1 Bolangir, Ayush Ranjan Tripathi. And this is Sumana madam. Second position, sustainable agriculture. Ishani Mahapatra from KV Sanpur. सामने से आ जाओ, जल्दी हो जाए। First, in sustainable agriculture, Varsa Priyadarshini from Noapara, KV Noapara. Now, next subteam, waste management, third position. Third position, Aryan Dhamra Majhi from KV Bhawanipatna.
दौड़ के आओ, ये भी एक स्किल है।
Second position, Kritika Thakur from KV Dharamgar. Please call Kritika Thakur from KV Dharamgar. First position in waste management, Shreyas Kumar Patro from KV Sonpur.
जे मागले जे पार बघ अंता फोटो के अंता विकेट भेज अंता फोटो के अंता
Next subteam, green energy. Green energy. Third position, Saranjit Naik from KV Bhawanipatna. Second position in green energy, Ardasha Priyadarshini Naik from KV Dharamgar. First position in green energy, Prachurja Pradhan from KV Noapara. Emerging technology, Third position, Tatsarup Bhataru from KV Dharamgar. Second position in emerging technology, Sohon Sahu from KV Bhawanipatna. First position in emerging technology, Hansraj Tewari from KV Dharamgar. Next sub-theme, recreational mathematical modeling.
और थोड़ा सीधा हो जाओ और थोड़ा इधर 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 इधर
Third position,
मैम को
Pratiksha Prushti from KV Bargar. Second position, Kuradika Hota from KV Noapara.
पकड़ो सर्टिफिकेट पकड़ो
First position in mathematical modeling, Priyanshi Mohanty from KV Career. Next sub-theme, health and hygiene. Third position, Shavatika Panda from KV Dharamgar. Second position in health and hygiene, Smaranika Panda from KV Dharamgar. अभी नहीं ये हो गया दो और बता दो. Second position is Smaranika Sahu from KV Kalat. Second position in health and hygiene. First position, Nishtha Agarwal from KV Bhawanipatna. Next sub-theme and last in exhibition, water conservation. Third position, Adhyasha Onujita Jani from KV Bhawanipatna.
मिडिल में
Second position in water conservation, Rutuparna Misra from KV Sanpur. First position in water conservation, Ayushman Kar from KV Dharamgar.
उधर उधर ये
Last item, seminar, reducing plastic pollution, only first position. First position, Ayanshu Panda from KV Sonpur.
अच्छे से खड़े हो जाओ सीधे.
Now I am announcing one by one all schools, all participants. Please escort teacher come to here and collect the all certificate with your relevant. First, KB number 1, Golangir. Sir, please. Next, KV number 2 बोलेंगे सर प्लीज।
इसमें क्लास दीजिए, साल लोग आपको लेके आए तभी ना आप आए।
और थोड़ा आइए।
नेक्स्ट केवी बारगा
बीच में हाँ हाँ
सर एंड मैडम प्लीज सर मैडम this time all model including seminar was very enriched very critical to decide first second third all participants today. Next KV Tharangar
मैडम जी आइए।
KV Tharangar Next KV Novapara KV Novapara Next KV Career Next KV Solpur KV Solpur KV Bhawanipatna
सर आइए। पूर्वा मैम
Purva madam please Suvendu sir
श्रीमंत सर है क्या?
Shrimanta sir आइए Shrimanta sir आइए हाँ सर्टिफिकेट हमारा सर्टिफिकेट maximum participant from KV Tharangar selected for cluster. Thank you.
Heartiest congratulations for all the winners and give a huge round of applause for all the winners and for every participant. Lastly, thank you so much for all the judges that you have come here and share your valuable times with us. Thank you so much. This program has ended right now. All of you may go now.